Goodbye bear market. Hello bull run. Who's pumped? Let's check this out, guys. Bitcoin is sitting at over $65,000. It is only $2,000 off its all-time high. So the bull run is in, and we're going to take a look at the current state of crypto mining for March of 2024 and see what the current profitability is on GPUs, CPUs, ASICs, and FPGAs. Welcome to the RABID YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. All right, no need to beat around the bush. Let's start with the GPUs, 11 cents per kilowatt hour, and see what things are looking like. We can see the RTX 4090. Currently, Ironfish is the most profitable coin to be mining, which is interesting. They do plan on forking very, very soon to a new GPU-only algorithm, so be ready for that. I do think Ironfish might be one of the top forerunners for GPUs in this bull cycle. But a whole bunch of coins are set to unlock sometime within this year or possibly next year, main bull run time. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, if they plan on dumping a lot of coins or not. But one thing about GPUs here that we can see, it's not one dominant coin. It's a vast majority of a whole bunch of coins. And ever since the Ethereum merge, this is what it's going to take. It's going to take the combined effort of every GPU mineable coin to keep profits up. One coin will not be able to support all the hash rate on it directly. At least, definitely, we're nowhere near that right now. Will that happen later? I guess time will tell. But here we are looking at the profitability, guys, and it's looking not too bad. Obviously, the 4090 is the best GPU to have. Possible 5090s by the end of the year, maybe, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But currently, $1.36 is a 4090 at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. 4080 is 86 cents, 78 cents, following all the way down the ladder. Now, the most popular GPU people have is the RTX 3070. That is most of them out there. And still, at 11 cents per kilowatt hour, they are only making 28 cents. Now, let's bump this up to 20 cent power here. 20 cent power. I'm going to go back to the 3070 here just for a rough thing. 8 cents. So, GPU mining profitability is still not looking too well. Most people out there have 15 to 30 cent power costs here. So that's kind of it. Obviously, if you're under 10 cents, 8 cents, 6 cents, it doesn't really matter. You can mine on the cheapest crap you have and get away with profitability here. But most people, for the home mining communities, they do have expensive power, and it's not looking like GPUs are doing very well yet. All right, so pushing into the CPU side of things, the 3900X would be around the 3060 Ti 3070 variant in the CPU mining world. It's the most common and probably the cheaper ones that you can find, but it doesn't produce the most amount of profitability anymore. But coming in here at 11 cents per kilowatt hour, we can see Yata coins around $1.41 after power. Definitely a lot more than a 3070. Now, there is some issues happening on a few of these Ghost Rider coins, so we are trying to get this thing tweaked out right now. Bear with me if you're unfamiliar with this website. This is rabidmining.com, the CPU mining calculator. So reaction is saying $1.08. Again, it's in red, hasn't updated for a while here. We do have daggers at 80 cents after power. Zeph seen a pretty big hash rate spike. It hit almost 4 gigahash earlier as the price went up. It's sitting at $26 right now. It's making 62 cents after power, 97 cents we have free power. Raptorium is up to 50 cents, guys. That's awesome. Raptorium has been seeing some uphill swings going on, so that's pretty sweet here. GamePro X 45. So let's move back into like the 4090 type of categories with your 7950X. We're gonna load that bad boy up. We're gonna look at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. I will adjust this higher earlier, but we can see Yata coin $2.52 after power. I don't think this is 100% accurate, because then if you add this up, you're actually mining more coins than that's distributed per 24 hours. So this is probably really only over $1 or something. Dagger is at $1.50. Zeph is at $1.19. Raptorium is at 77 cents. Let's just bump this up to, that 20 cent per kilowatt hour range. Calculate that on the 7950X. Coming down to here just so we know things are fully accurate. We're still at $1.13. We're still at 82 cents after power at 20 cent power. CPU mining, guys, is looking awesome as the prices start to come up. Raptorium is even at 55 cents at 20 cents per kilowatt hour on a 7950X. Now let's take a look at the big bad boy Dual Epic 7742, which honestly right now these things are too expensive. They have gone up in price compared to 2 or 3 months ago. You're better off building, 7000 series rigs for the price of a single Epic or dual Epic. But anyway, let's look at the current profitability of 20 cents per kilowatt hour here, and we're seeing, well, it's saying $8.87 after power at 20 cents. Dagger is almost at $5 after power. Zeph is at $3.33 after power. Raptorium is at $2.27 after power at 20 cents per kilowatt hour. Profitability's looking pretty darn nice in the CPU mining world, and it has been through the entire bear market. All right, having a swing into the FPGA department with the E300 and the C1100, which are the only two that I have to showcase and have tested. So starting with the E300, Kyla Coin is currently making $4.95 before any type of power cost. It is using about 532 watts. $3.54 at 11 cents per kilowatt hour is what your profit is. Now, Ironfish has made moves. It looks like it has passed the lithium again and is the most profitable coin to mine on your FPGAs again. So here we have $5.83 before power. It hardly uses any power, 239 watts. That is it. So that means $5.20 after power at 11 cents per kilowatt hour on the E300 VU33P version. Links down in the description if you are looking for one of those crazy things. Radiant is looking like $3.62. It does use quite a bit of power at 568. A lot less than a GPU though, obviously, but still, quite a bit compared to the other algorithms here. That is $2.12 after power here. And a lithium, $4.41 before power and $3.57 after power. So now moving on to the C1100, which is pretty equivalent as one of the VU35 chips inside the E300. And we can see Ironfish is $1.87 before power. It's only using 78 watts, and it is $1.66 after power. And then on Lithium here, we have $1.53 before power. It's using 138 watts, and it's $1.16 after power. So we're seeing profitability on all of these coins, but the leader is Ironfish again when it comes to FPGAs, at least these two. Now let's take a look at the ASICs. Yeah, ASICs, the bane of so many miners. Some miners love them, and some miners absolutely hate ASICs. So ASICs is the most efficient way you can mine. It is dedicated cash to a coin. You buy an ASIC, you're going to be mining that coin and that coin only. Maybe there's some other coins on the algorithm you can move around, but mostly you're mining that coin. You get a Kaspa ASIC, you're mining Kaspa most likely. You get a Bitcoin ASIC, you're mining Bitcoin. You get a script ASIC, you're most likely doing the Litecoin plus Doge type of operation here. So regardless, no surprise, Kaspa ASICs are still dominating the top of the charts here. The top miners, all of them, is all solid green. This is 12 cents per kilowatt hour, just the defaulted thing here. But the Kaspa ASICs still remain the top. Nothing like Cadena has happened here. It didn't instantly hit zero profitability across the board on every ASIC other than Bitmain's. We have massive profits on all of them. Now, it does look like we have some new Bitcoin miners that are looking profitable, but look at the power they use. This is the stupidest thing ever. Home miners don't mine Bitcoin. I don't care what you say. Unless you have 8 cents or less power, we don't mine Bitcoin. I just went through earlier at the start of this, most residential miners have 15 to 30 cent power. You're not wasting chunks of power. Like if we come into here and let's say you got KS2, it's making $17 for 1200 watts. You could fit 4 of these and, quadruple the amount that you're making mining Bitcoin. Plus the halving's coming, and this is all going to be cut in half anyway. But we're going to see a price swing, but you need at least a double in Bitcoin price to make the current profitability where we are right now. So keep those things in mind. Regardless, we are seeing some Bitcoin miners actually move up in profitability. We're seeing a lot more green now. We're seeing things happen. Look at the L7. This thing was down to only like $3 or $4 a day in profits. It's coming back up to 13, and there's going to be new script miners emerging by the end of the year, but I think that's a planned thing from Bitmain. If they do release, we're going to be really hitting some major peaks in the bull run. They're going to be like $10,000 to $20,000 miners, maybe even higher, depending on the price of these coins. So ASIC mining hardware, GPU hardware, CPUs, you know, anything that can mine crypto is going to start going up in price. And it's going to start going up quite a bit, like 2 or 3 times more than what you're used to now. So if you are looking for any type of ASIC, head on over to Crypto Miner Bros and check them out. Are you looking for ASIC miners, just not sure who to trust? Head on over to Crypto Miner Bros. They do have the latest models of all the popular brands from Bitmain, Ice River, Goldshell, Jazzminer, Apollo, MicroBT, IB-Link, Canaan, Avalon, and in Silicon. We got the S21 is already on order. I believe shipping begins in May. This thing is 200 terahash at 3,000 watts. On top of the X5 XMR miner, we got some hydro-cooled Bitcoin miners, and of course the S19K. Be sure to use my link in the description, and code RABID will grant you $50 off per item that you purchase at any given time, as well as shipping fees are calculated in the price already, and they drop the value so that import fees are next to nothing. Welcome back. But yeah, regardless, guys, you know, we're seeing profitability pick up everywhere. You know, like it used to only be the Kaspa ASICs were green, and then everything else was pretty much red. But we are seeing profits on pretty much all of these ASICs now, until at least we get to the very old ones here, where it is starting to get down to nothing. But profitability across the board is definitely picking up. So we are seeing green mining on pretty much everything right now, depending on the power price. All right, guys, so there we have it. Let me know what you're mining. How are you mining? Are your bags growing? And are you excited for this bull run? This cycle is going to be amazing. We're going to see all new all-time highs right across the board. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one. Smash that subscribe button. Rabid out.